but metaphorically.
Yeah, please not really. My vegan friends will all be very upset. As a side note, I've been rewatching all of Grey's Anatomy per your suggestion.
Yeah.
And we just got to the episode where Ginger Doctor was like, "Hey, everyone practice on pigs," and Izzy was like, "No,
Yeah.
don't hurt the pigs." But then, and the funny thing, like, Izzy still eats meat, so you're dumb.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Great point. Is that she is all like animal, like bleeding heart, but she's not a vegetarian. So it's like take it to the next level. It's like those people that are vegetarians but like still wear leather.
Yeah.
Like, you know where that comes from? Skin. Hell yeah, we laugh.
You're wearing a dead animal. Ooh.
That's skin. Yeah. Ooh.
Anyways, so you are listening to On the Other Hand podcast with Dallas, the tie-dye wearing. Wait, Dallas, the tie-dye wearing conservative,
and Carrie, the black wearing liberal. I guess you wear a lot of dark stuff.
Black like my soul.
Both very tiny.
She also has a big butt.
Yeah. That's my heritage.
Your promiscuous Robert E. Lee. That wasn't the word I was looking for.
Slutty? That's the same.
That'll do.
Did I tell you, though, that when we did the 23andMe DNA testing, we had 0.05% Western African?
You did tell me, yeah, which means good old Robert was,
So don't say anything racist because it's not funny.
You're... Wait, what are you? 0.05% black?
0.05. Excuse me. It's the hair and the butt.
It's true. Girl comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
So
the reason why we decided to start this podcast is we would have amazing discussions where we would come to great conclusions, and if we ran the world, it would be a happier, more peaceful place.
So what happened was Dallas and I went to college together, and throughout college, we realized that we have incredibly different views on most things political. And we also had really good discussions about it and had really great discussions with some of our friends, too, who we hope to bring on this podcast.
Man. Get ready.
So the idea came when every time someone from the either for me conservative party or for Dallas the non-conservative party, the liberal party, the Democrats did something absurd or stupid, we'd be like, hey, what the fuck are you people thinking? And have a conversation about it. And our favorite time of year is the oh my God, Dallas, what is that speech?
State of the Union. State of the Union.
I was trying to think of the hashtag and it made me forget everything.
Like, so do.
Because I'd be like, what is SO2? Why is everyone talking about SO2? I don't know what this is. So, that's our favorite time of year when we just text for like 3 hours straight about whatever that current president is talking about. And
of course, we're drinking wine during, so things become a little bit more intelligible as we continue.
Obviously, there is a glass of wine in both of our hands because we're not nervous.
No. So drink.
Though we do not promote alcoholism. Let's be clear.
Or kicking pigs.
Or kicking pigs.
These things.
These things are not the best.
Oh. All right. Shall we hop to it? Or
let's hop to it. So every we're going to record every week, and every week we'll talk about something that's happening in the news. But this week we decided to skip that because our favorite part of talking to each other is what are your people thinking?
Yes.
So in honor of our first episode, we're going to do an entire episode of what are your people thinking.
Woo! Worst.
Liked it. Liked it. Do you want to go first, Dallas? I know I have more, but I feel like you should go.
All right. Well, the first one I want to go with, and I'm sorry, it's the best one because I love it. And I want to start it with a question.
Uh-oh.
Can a fart be misogynist? I hope you're saying yes, because it certainly can. I'm gonna read a quote.
Don't do it.
By farting louder, the man is using passive-aggressive violence to position himself as dominant. This intimidates the woman to subconsciously not release as much flatulence. And thus the woman, fearing for her safety, doesn't fart as loud as a sign of submissiveness. This in turn contributes to rape culture and women being oppressed. That was Ashley Engel, BUPE leader and teacher. She's just a big, she's just a very active feminist.
I promise you that I fart equally as loud as Jason.
Yeah. Like, and more disgusting. A little bit on my side.
I mean, since going vegetarian, my farts have not been as disgusting, but still.
Oh, man. Last night it was so bad I couldn't even breathe. But apparently, so she posted this Ashley Engel posted this, and then so the hashtag was legitimately fart rape. Hashtag fart rape. And women were supposed to take pictures of men in public who committed fart rape, and then to like shame them. And they said that the goal was to get these people, like fired from their jobs and stuff like that for the fart rape. And then they were like, no, it's not enough to have men not fart in public. Yeah, you have to tell men not to fart so loud. I loved it.
Oh, my soul hurts.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
I'm gonna be like, Jason, why are you fart raping me?
I can't wait to fart rape somebody. Because it's my woman empowerment. Last night, Chris and I were going to sleep, and then I farted. And he was already asleep, and he woke up because it was so stinky.
Wait, so is Dutch oven like a whole different level of fart raping, or
my gosh,
where is that on the scale?
What's worse than rape? I'm not gonna Google that. I don't want to know.
Don't Google that. Don't Google it.
What's worse than rape?
All right. So Dallas, I too have a question for you.
Oh, I can't wait.
What is the cause of the drought in California?
Lack of rain. I didn't say.
False.
Oh.
It is gay marriage.
Oh, again. Wasn't this what else was the problem?
Oh, gay marriage caused the riots in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're causing the droughts in California.
Oh my God.
I'm going with a general theme. Some guy that doesn't matter said that, because we're going against God's will and it's the end of times. And it's the gays' fault for the drought.
What do you even, how do you even respond to that? You can't argue with dumb.
You don't.
I saw a quote the other day that was like, it's like you can argue with a smart person, it's difficult, but you cannot argue with a stupid person. It's impossible.
Yeah. I can't. I can't do that.
And the problem is, these people genuinely believe this.
I know he really believes that's true, which is really sad.
And there are Christians out there, like normal, sane ones, and it's just unfortunate that,
It is unfortunate. Speaking of Christians, I have like 8 what are your people thinking that are all
bring them on.
They're all Christians tonight. BTW, for those of you who don't know, I was also raised Christian. So, you know,
And
I
went
can't
to
say I'm
Catholic
practicing
school
now,
and
but like
stuff.
I went to Catholic school. I'm not a
Yeah.
hater. I'm not mad at people who practice religion. It's not my thing, but if it's for you, I don't care. Just don't be a dick about it. So hold on, let me find some of these. So Congresswoman, um, I don't remember from where. I'm not looking at the actual article, but a congresswoman said, Christians are being persecuted, and then someone was like, "Well, can you give us some examples?" And she was like, "No, I can't." So there was that. And
That's no
wait,
that's
there's
a new
more.
that's a new thing that people
Go
are
ahead.
really obsessed with is like like
Yeah.
comparing, and it's like it's not a competition. It's like being like my day was worse than your day, like we are more persecuted than you are, and it's like you
I'm more
persecute
persecuted
yourself.
than you are.
But like the whole point is that it's like you being persecuted, even if it's fictitious, and like it doesn't allow you to persecute others. Like the whole argument doesn't make any sense.
Wait.
But
Okay, I
worse.
literally have three more. I have three more Christian ones. Let me just
All
get
right,
them out real quick.
run through them.
These are just the highlights. So a North Carolina politician bro said the country was founded on Christianity, so all other religions should be hated on.
Oh.
In substance. Let's see. Jeb Bush, our dear friend, said a tolerant country allows for religious discrimination. Rick Santorum said we need more anti-abortion zealots running for president.
Like he actually said zealot.
Quote unquote. And this is my last one. In a Tennessee, I put abortion with Christianity because right now they're the same thing. A Tennessee Republican made his mistress get an abortion, but then he voted for stricter abortion laws.
Oh yeah, it's not. I mean, we discussed this. We discussed this the other week. Where in a perfect world, the only people that would comment on an issue would be those directly affected by that issue. Like women get to decide.
But also, he was like, "Hey, mistress, get an abortion, but all you other women don't get them." Like, hey, why don't you just not do that?
Didn't that come out? No, never mind. That was an episode of Scandal.
Wait, have I told you? Do you watch what's the fuck?
How to Get Away with Murder?
No, House of Cards. Do you watch that?
Yes.
So sometimes I get confused what's actually happening in Russia and what happened on House of Cards in Russia.
Right? Especially when you watch it late at night and then you sleep and you're thinking about it and you wake up and you're like, wow, there's a lot of stuff happening that I'm really worried about.
What happened?
None of it's real.
It's not real. Wait, I want to read to you what the North Carolina guy actually said. Let me pull that up because that one was kind of the funniest to me. Like, seriously? Sorry, fans, you can't see this, but this is the picture of the article.
Wait, are those ears?
He's holding his hands to his ears because he doesn't want to hear about it.
Oh my god, I thought it was 2 pieces of bread, and I was like, is he making himself a sandwich?
He said prayers from minority religions are not welcome because the United States was founded not on religious freedom, but it was founded on Christianity. And he was really offended. Oh, wait, there was a really good quote in here. A Muslim? He comes in here to say a prayer. I'm going to tell him to leave. I have no use for those people. They don't need to be here praying to Allah or whoever the hell they pray to. I'm not going to listen to a Muslim prayer.
At least, but Christians are the ones being persecuted.
Right. Yeah.
The world we live in.
Goes on to continue to be a asshole and a bigot.
It's unfortunate that it's like, I mean, that this is what Christianity has like delved into. It's like a political tool to just be like, well, I don't feel comfortable with this, so I'm going to use this as a means to an end. And it's like, maybe you just own your own thoughts. Maybe you don't feel comfortable with these people. You don't, not Christianity.
But what I don't understand and will continue to not understand is why is Christianity a part of government now? Like, why are people like, oh, well, that's against my religious beliefs? I don't give a fuck about your religious beliefs, whether you're Christian or Muslim or Jewish or atheist. I don't care because it shouldn't matter what our government says.
No. I mean, you have freedom. You have freedom of religion.
Yeah.
So you can be,
Yeah.
you know, do your own thing, do whatever you want to do. That's cool. But like that doesn't dictate, that doesn't dictate policy. Your freedom. I mean, unless it's directly discussing your freedom.
Right.
But then it
you should not be like,
freedoms.
My religion doesn't like abortion, or my religion doesn't like gay people, or my religion doesn't like common sense. So we can't have those in our government.
Well, I feel like the abortion debate on my side, it's like, I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but like, that's another day. But like, when is a life, and not it, like religion doesn't really like cloud where I'm like thinking about it. It's just
where you're thinking about it.
At what point is this a life, and at what point is this a fetus? You know, and it's a kind of thing.
And you know, I can get with that argument more than like my religion doesn't like it.
No, and it's like that's where I come out with it. I don't really get where, because I don't know. I feel like you, especially recently, you kind of lose all credence by like pulling in. You're not going to get a lot of people, especially people who are atheists and agnostic and stuff like that, to believe what you believe if that's your foundation.
Yes. And okay, so we need to have a whole episode about abortion. Maybe I won't say what I was going to say, so we can.
More on that later.
That debate for.
You're gonna have to keep listening to us to learn more. You're welcome.
I'm gonna censor myself for once in my life. So, like Dallas said, keep listening.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
All right, mine is kind of stupid and silly, and we don't really have to talk about it. But
no such thing. No such thing. Go.
Mayweather and Pacquiao, you know that whole thing that happened.
Yeah. What team were you on?
Of course, Pacquiao. Wait, were you Mayweather?
No. Okay,
I mean,
let's.
Mayweather. He beat
all of my colleagues. All of my colleagues were Team Mayweather, and I'm like, first of all, we're doing like social worky kind of work, so it's weird that you're Mayweather. But if you're in it actually for the fighting, I can see where you're coming from. But Pacquiao's such a good dude. He like opens hospitals and is like, I love everybody.
And he sleeps in like a closet because he doesn't feel comfortable, you know, like sleeping in his bed. And if you like just go on Mayweather's freaking Instagram,
Mayweather's like, fuck everybody.
And he set up a pile of money on fire because he's awful. I hate him. He's a terrible human being. But like, anyway, the Cambodian prime minister also felt very passionately about this.
I can imagine.
And he like
had
to give a kind of like the Cambodian State of the Union speech, and he devoted 15 minutes of time talking about how Pacquiao was robbed and he's not going to pay up on any of these bets that he made like on Pacquiao, and like fuck Mayweather, fuck American judges, fuck America. It was like nonsense, and it's like the greatest thing I've ever seen. Can you imagine like Obama like getting on and be like fuck Mayweather like, you know, like for 15 minutes? I
kind of wish he would do that.
Right, only in Cambodia. And he was like so passionate. He was like screaming into the mic, and it was like sweating. It was I mean, I didn't know what he was saying because, you know, it was like Cambodia. But like he was passionate about it.
He was all about it.
I loved it.
I like that. Speaking of sports, that's a nice segue into one of my other ones, which was people are outraged, which I agree with, that the NFL teams reportedly received tax dollars to hold military tributes during their like games and showtime or half times.
Wait, like when they like hold the flag and have like flyovers and stuff?
Yep. They got paid for that from taxes.
Awesome. Why the hell would they? I mean, the NFL in itself. I mean, McCabe works there. My friend. He
for
works
the
at
NFL?
The NFL Players Association. Only for like 6 months.
He was like doing computer science stuff.
He is, but he's running their like website.
Oh, is he making bank? Don't answer that.
He always is.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
He's definitely in a different tax bracket than I am.
Yeah. But he I don't know, he tells me some of the stuff that goes down over there, and it's just like
Oh wait, you're
nonsense.
breaking up a little bit.
I am? Why? Hello?
Hold on.
What happened?
You broke up. I think
broke
you're
up
back.
with you.
That was just a quick break from our sponsors.
Yes. The Martian by Andy Weir. Really though, everybody should read this book. It's really good.
Okay, say what you were saying. I missed it.
It was just the NFL is like I don't know. They're like they're so large now. It's like a corporation, like the evil corporations everybody talks about, and it's like like all these people that like hate corporations don't associate NFL with one. And it's like you should hate all of them.
Wait, okay. Can you fact check me on this? I'm like 94% sure that the NFL is a nonprofit agency.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
NFL nonprofit. It's tax. Oh, the NFL, April 28th, 2015. The NFL is dropping its tax-exempt status.
Oh.
Why that ends up helping them out.
Darn, I can't donate to the NFL anymore. I'm really bummed about that.
Oh my God, their commissioner made $44 million.
Oh, if you could just give me one of that, I would be fine.
Right? Or maybe like 4.
I mean, that's even better. Give me one. I'll keep working for 2 years and invest that one and come out with 4.
That's like what's kind of sad is like, I don't know, we were watching something and we were watching Shark Tank and some guy was like, I'll give you $400,000 for your business. And I was like, yeah, but he'll still have to work. 400 isn't enough.
400,000 is not that much money.
You can maybe like pay his bills, pay his student loans.
I mean, if you could live like 4 years on that.
Yeah,
if you're being smart with your money.
But he was talking about like
a good 4 years.
They interviewed him afterwards, and he was like, "I can't wait, like retire." And it's like, "Brah, man,
Sure. 6
invent
years,
something else."
If you live on my level, you have like 6 years. But if you can't retire on that unless you're planning on dying really soon.
Like, pay your debts, make a down payment on a home, and continue working.
Right. Pay off your student loans. Sorry.
Anyway, all right. Do you want to go again?
Do you have?
I only have 2. Wait, do I have? I have some more, maybe. Yeah, I have more. All right, first I'll go. Then this one's another one that made me laugh really hard. So Chris Christie, we all know, is potentially running for president. Who knows? He's fat as fuck.
He's obviously running for president.
So recently he was asked about how he felt about marijuana and the legalization, and his response was, he is morbidly obese. All right. If I'm elected president, I will go after marijuana smokers and the states that allow them to smoke. We'll shut them down big time. I'm sick of these addicts. Sick of these liberals with no self-control. He is fat as fuck.
Let's talk about self-control for a minute.
Right? And like an addiction, this man is so big. I mean, he definitely has some kind of health problems.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like most people who smoke weed aren't addicts.
Yeah, well, it's the misconception. We could have another discussion about this of like marijuana users. Yeah, it's like people who have never smoked pot before in their lives. Oh, it's a gateway drug. It's all these awful things. I mean, when the health risks have been proven to be less than cigarettes. But marijuana people don't have lobbyists like tobacco does.
That's true, but they'll get them. Don't worry, they'll get them.
I hope so.
We do need to have a whole other episode on marijuana. No.
Neither of us do, but I feel passionately about this.
And I've never smoked weed.
No, never.
In my life. Never.
I have asthma.
Mom, I've never smoked weed. Or eaten pop brownies. Mom, no, I've never done it.
I mean, I didn't know.
But, think about the benefit. Chris Christie's stupid because Republicans are all about, hey, let's have tax benefits and money, and you can make so much fucking money off weed. What are you thinking?
It's what I don't understand ever is like I'm all about hands off. Like the government shouldn't really control what I consume, what I smoke, what I do, anything about it, because I pay for my
You
own.
want your jumbo soda.
Yeah, I do whatever I want to eat whatever the hell I want. I pay for my own health insurance. They don't. I'm cool with it. Like, let me live. And most Republicans are like that sometimes. But then other times they're like, no, you're not allowed to smoke weed. And it's like,
I mean, if it's a moral issue, what they see as a moral issue,
it doesn't make any sense.
It's like, well, I want less government and less. Would you like all my hands in your face?
Yeah.
Unless it has to do with. I want less government and less morally it's against my religion. I'm like, again.
It's like, I want less government.
Your religion has no business in my government.
It's like, unless it makes me uncomfortable, in which case, and it's like, if it makes you uncomfortable, like, get over it, you know? If I want to do whatever I want to do, let me do it. I'm a responsible adult. Sometimes.
When I feel like it. I mean, I hold down a job. Let me live.
Right? I pay my taxes. I contribute to society. Let me smoke weed. I really don't smoke weed.
No, I don't either, for real.
No. We feel passionately.
But people who want to smoke weed should be able to, because who cares?
Yep. I mean, I feel like the only times that it would make sense, we're delving too deep into this, but like, I feel like the only times with Obamacare and stuff, if you're a part of that, then maybe the government plays a hand in trying to make you healthy, because they're paying for your health.
Right.
They're not paying for my health.
Sure. But like, how scientifically bad is weed for your health? I don't know. I have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure alcohol's worse.
We're going to talk more about this.
We're going to talk more about this.
And then we can do research on it. And then we can just talk about how much we read for like an hour. Can't wait.
Sorry, guys. Okay, I was going to do I have 2 articles, but you gave me a good segue to one, but I have this one open. So I'm going to talk about the police for a second. And it's actually, it's a little bit about racism, but not about the Be More stuff or any of that that's going on. So these glorious Miami police officers, did you hear about this?
No.
This is incredibly fucked up. There were 16 of them within the Miami Beach Police Department. They were just like basically for a few years sending around about at least 230 articles, or I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk. 230 emails demeaning African Americans and women, and also being pornographic in nature. And the one that they created a meme about, and this meme is in the article.
They created their own meme?
Oh, they created numerous memes.
Oh, what fucking idiot.
And would email them around to each other. So before I say this, I will also say that the whoever is like the head of police in Miami also handled this well, because they were like, fuck this shit. This can't happen. We're going to fire these people or put them on suspension and redo our police department. So respect police. You actually handled assholes well.
Yeah.
So this one meme that they created, the picture is a few guys with a chick with a black eye. And the meme says, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Domestic violence, because sometimes you have to tell her more than once. Love the Miami police.
I mean, it's kind of funny, you know?
I mean, but police officers, and they had all these other emails saying like, oh, they created a black Monopoly board that every square said go to jail.
You're not even reading the worst one.
Wait,
I'm looking at it.
Tell me the worst one.
There's one that's like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, and Daffy Duck is like, I'm an African American, and Bugs Bunny is like, you're a effing N-word. And then a black Monopoly where it is all
go to jail.
And here's another.
Go to jail.
I'm so black. I should search. This is awful. Oh my goodness.
So these fantastic people were police officers. Wait, what?
It's just the N-word is everywhere. It's not funny, but it's like. Well, I mean, let's look at the silver lining here. At least you know, they're doing everything they can to remove these people from the line of duty.
Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction.
Like, what if that was your police officer?
Well, I just can't believe. I mean, I guess it's people that aren't educated about the internet and stuff like that, where it's like if you put stuff like that, if you ever create something like that, it'll
Dallas,
come out.
they have to be educated about the internet because I'm sure that they use it as a tool in their police investigation.
Yeah, but I bet they just don't understand just how easy it is to, like, all those celebrities that got hacked and stuff like that because they had their nudes on their freaking iCloud like idiots. People don't understand. I'm in software security, so I know that's literally what I sell. But like, people don't know how easy it is to get as much information as you want.
Also, outside of that, like, quit being a dick.
I mean, another email sent the following month joked about an African American woman's abortion. Like, this is horrifying. And there's there's so
terrible
many
human beings.
they like edited so many memes that I can't scroll through them all. There's so many. I can send you this article if you want to look at it.
We can post it in our comment section so you can see the horribleness that was the Miami police force.
Yes.
And they were like high-ranking people too. It wasn't just like little beat cops. It was high-ranking people.
The best thing that you can do, fire those people, expunge them from the system, and then move on.
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear another one? Speaking of systems. Gosh, I don't remember what state it is, but some boy was suspended from public school. Do you want to guess why? Go ahead and guess why.
I don't know. There's so many that I like.
No, just go ahead and guess why. Just guess. Guess why this boy was suspended.
I don't know. I saw one that I don't know. I saw somebody that got suspended because they had like a water gun the other day, but that's definitely not what you're going to talk about.
No. I want you to just take a guess for funny.
He felt up a chick on the bus.
That would be no. His hair was too long.
Wait, is this a private school or public school?
I'm pretty sure it's a public school, but I can look that up real quick.
Kid is suspended for... I'm sorry. When you type in kid is suspended for in Google, first thing is Pop-Tart. Next thing is finger gun. Third thing, hugging teacher. and then we get haircut. But I'm really excited about Pop-Tart. I would like to read that one, I think, next.
What's wrong with your Pop-Tart?
Oh, a boy. Is it the milk? No, that's...
Oh, yeah, here we go. I found it. So he was suspended because his hair is too long. I'm pretty sure it was public school. It was public school.
Why did he...
And the board, like, they were like, well, this rule isn't really fair and it's kind of sexist, but we're going to keep suspending him anyways. So he has a really long suspension. It was like, well, you can be suspended forever or cut your hair.
I'm sorry. I have to give mad props to Huffington Post right now, who used in their article the follicle fight. Just an amazing play on words.
Thank you, HuffPo. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
And here we come, circling back to religion. He said, Jesus had long hair. He just inspires me.
And look, like on the opposite ends of the spectrum, on March 27th, a boy got suspended because his hair was like military style haircut.
I mean, why are we suspending kids for their haircut?
I don't know. It's like that's always like a big thing where it's like dress codes and stuff like that, and people are like, oh, it's like women shaming and stuff like. But I remember the shit that I used to wear in middle school, and it's like I shouldn't have worn that shit in middle school. I wore a skirt that was so tight and had all like holes all along the side that you could like see my butt.
I wore a uniform that I rolled my skirt up really short to be extra short, but also the things about girls being, not allowed to go to prom for their prom dresses, that's all bullshit. Like, Yeah, maybe they shouldn't be wearing that, but that's between them and their parents, not with the school.
Yeah.
Like, just because I don't think you look good in that dress, or that you should never wear that dress because I can see your whole body and you're 15, that's weird for me. If your parents let you,
This is true.
at
The only
public
time
school. At public
that's
school.
exactly what I was going to say. It's like the only time that they can make these kinds of rules is private school.
The other thing that drives me crazy is I've seen like 5 articles recently, because we're in prom season, that like schools decided on these rules a week before prom. And I'm like, you can't do that. You have to be like, tickets are on sale. This is the dress code. And my school, I remember my senior year, they made us actually bring pictures of us in our dress to make sure it was appropriate.
Are you kidding?
Was absurd. I went to Catholic school and it was absurd and annoying, but they told us that up front, like, here are the rules. Because one year, the year before, my junior year, people came up real slut-tastic, and it was like, who cares, because we didn't have rules about it.
Yeah.
And who cares anyways? Even
we had to like
weird for grown-ups.
We had to sign like an agreement. We had to sign like a thing when we bought our tickets that was like, I promise I won't, do these things. They still breathalyze people on the way in to prom.
They didn't breathalyze everyone, but they breathalyzed people at my prom, and they were like, you have to save room for the Holy Spirit, because why not?
They searched, and I still want to look this up, but like they searched all of our cars too, and it was just like the administrator.
Is that legal?
And the vice principal. No, it shouldn't be, right?
I don't think it is.
And we're too little to know, but like in hindsight,
like, don't judge my Mike's Hard Lemonade in the trunk.
Well, what was funny is like I rode in with in a truck, because I'm like, Haymarket version, yeah. And we had all the beer in a cooler in the back of the truck bed, and they didn't check the cooler; they checked all of our bags. Oh, so right. I don't think they saw it.
Wow, that's special.
Should I go?
Yeah, go for it.
So in the news this week, or maybe last week, it was like Obama and Elizabeth Warren were having like a bit of a spat about his what was it, like trade agreement or something like that he wanted to pass.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't give a shit about that. The thing that I wanted to point out was that
who cares about the trade agreement? I
don't want to talk about that. What I want to talk about is Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown, who said that Barack Obama was, and he's a Democrat, was incredibly sexist and incredibly rude to Senator Elizabeth Warren, and he's just appalled and astounded by like the levels of disrespectful or the disrespectful attitude that Obama had.
What do you say?
And when they were like, what happened? And he's like, he kept using her first name. Blasphemy! He kept calling her Elizabeth.
Wait, but what did he call everybody else?
So Obama has, from the get-go, it's been his kind of his shtick is like, I'm not fancy, I'm like regular, I'm gonna talk to you like you're a human being instead of being like Senator Brown.
Like, you can call me Barack depending on your accent.
But he's done that with everybody. Republicans, Democrats, everybody across the board. He's always called them by their first names. But apparently is only sexist if he calls Elizabeth.
And is it only Elizabeth or is it all women?
I don't know. But it's like
now for calling her Elizabeth?
They said that it's like they're like gender played a role in the in why he didn't agree with her stance because he called her Elizabeth. And I'm like, come on, guys.
I mean, okay, that could be valid that gender played a role in his treatment of her if he called everyone else like Mr. blah, blah, blah and just her Elizabeth.
Senator, if he was like Senator, Representative,
Right.
But he is always
like, hey, Liz.
What's funny, and I'm only going to say, what's funny is that a lot of the Democrats usually like laud and then they really praise Obama for the way that he talks to Republicans and saying the first name all the time. He's like, he's a regular guy. He's not going to give people respect they don't deserve. Like he's always been praised for that until it's his own party. And then they're like, hey, he's not calling me senator all the time. Grow up.
Sad face.
Made me kind of laugh.
Speaking of our dear friend Obama and everyone's favorite, by everyone, I mean Republicans' favorite policy, Obamacare, less known as the Affordable Care Act. There was this guy, he is a business owner, and he refused to participate in Obamacare because he didn't like it. And he said, I've always bought my own insurance, or no, I'm sorry, he's never bought insurance. He's always prided himself on paying his own medical bills. And okay, this is kind of sad, so it's fucked up that I'm making fun of him and other people have made fun of him or, like commented on his absurdity. But he got sick, which is what health insurance is for, because of his diabetes, and is now like has a detached retina and all this other fucked up stuff. He's having like mini strokes because of his diabetes, and he chose not to sign up for Obamacare, even though it's the law now. And now he can't pay for his hospital bills. And then he tried to go sign up for Obamacare, but he was like 3 weeks too late. And now he's pissed because they didn't make an exception for him. And his wife was like, my husband should be at the front of the line because he has medical issues. And he's within that like weird price range that he can't, like now that he can't work, he makes too little to get the subsidized funding, but he missed the enrollment time for other stuff. So he's all kinds of fucked because he was like, I'm gonna hate on Obamacare and I'm not gonna do it. And now he's fucked. He's like, I've never had health insurance. I don't need health insurance. I'm like, bro, you don't have health insurance for when you're healthy. You have it for when you're not healthy.
Yeah, you don't need it until you need it.
Yeah, and now you need it and you're fucked because you were like, oh, fuck Obama. And now you're like, double fuck Obama because I can't sign up for it. Even though the law says, like, I can sign up between this and this time. Like, I signed up for Obamacare. I read, I paid attention to the law. Whatever. That's another whole other issue. Let's not debate Obamacare at this moment.
I'm not talking.
We'll talk about Obamacare another day. But whether you like it or not, this is the law right now, and this is
this man. This is like an entitled asshole.
Yeah, essentially. He was like, well, now that I'm sick, I deserve Obamacare, even though I hate Obamacare.
Yeah,
bro. Really?
Yeah. Like, now that I can't afford my medical bills, and it's like, okay, so like
now I need insurance. I'm like, that's not how it works.
No, that's like I'm gonna make a terrible analogy here, but I want to buy pet insurance for Gus, and then it's really cheap right now. And Chris is like, he doesn't have any medical issues. This doesn't make any. Gus is my dog. I have a Jack Russell Pug. He is my life. But I want to get it now while it's cheap, and it gets more expensive if he has any existing conditions as he gets older and stuff like that.
True.
That guy should know.
As a side note, though, we had pet insurance for Moxie, and be really careful because it doesn't cover all things. Not all vets take it, and for us, it wasn't cost effective. But
that's been the general consensus.
Like, do your research before you actually purchase, because we got it and we're like, oh great, we have to take her to the vet all the time because she's really crazy and has all these issues, but then it didn't cover a lot of the issues that she had. So just be careful. To all you with pets.
To all you pet owners.
And if anyone has good pet insurance recommendations, do let us know.
Yeah, please let me know. I'm doing research.
Okay, what else you got?
I have a principal in Georgia that was fired Thursday after making an offensive remark. Apparently there was a ceremony. Was it graduation? Yeah, graduation ceremony.
Graduation, yep.
And graduation ceremony, and like during the ceremony, I guess had run a little long. People started to walk out, presumably to use the restroom, and she screamed as they were walking out, "Look who's leaving! All the black people!"
Who says that?
Luckily, similar to our previous articles, she is fired. She no longer works there anymore.
But wait, Dallas, you're missing the best part, because after that, her son got pissed because, people were like, this lady's crazy. And her son was like, all these N-words talking shit out there, like, don't talk shit on my mom. And then she goes, well, Satan came into me and made me say that. Then she took it all back and said, the N-words all deserve to have that said about them.
She said the devil was in the house and came out from the mouth. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. And came out from my mouth. Fucking weird.
Oh my God.
That's really funny.
In other news in our glorious educational system, okay, this is university. UC San Diego requires, there's one art students to take an exam completely nude.
I saw this. But apparently it's been going on for like a decade or something. Like this class has been going for, and then we're only just noticing now. I guess if you're consenting, if you are aware of what the final is, then you're signing up for that class.
Going into it?
What? I don't know.
Do you know that going into it? Like, do they tell you up front, like, hey, you have to take your final naked?
I don't know if that's important to know, because if they don't know that, then that's awful. But if they do, then you're signing up for it.
It's true. But really? You have to come naked?
Can you imagine? And naked college me was not the best me.
I mean, sometimes it was around Halloween.
Well, yeah, I had anorexia.
Halloween and birthdays.
It's not a diet, Lindsay. It's anorexia.
I mean, those Halloween costumes that you wore that was basically underwear every year. You really
And then oh, how the times have changed into just finding more creative ways to wear jammies.
My senior year, I was getting there. Remember when I was Stitch and I just wore an oversized sweatshirt and knee socks and a Stitch hat?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna be cozy and warm this year.
That was a good one. Mine was that was the worst one I ever had. Remember I tried to be Cogsworth?
Yes.
It did not go well.
Remember when you wore the same outfit 3 years in a row in different colors?
Yeah.
They were like, I'm Little Bo Peep this year. I'm Goldilocks this year.
I'm really cold this year.
Virginia's warm, but not that warm.
No, it's never. It was freezing. It was freezing. I have one more.
Okay, go for it.
And it's just, Representative. No, yeah, Loretta Sanchez, who's running for Barbara Boxer's old seat in Southern California. She was at a fundraising rally, something like that. And then she was like, oh, yeah, the Native American Association, they invited me to come over and talk to them, and I was so honored. And, and I thought that when I got there, they'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then she put her hand over her mouth and, did that, oh. And they recorded it. And now she's like, I'm so sorry. But can you imagine? And then she, laughed afterwards. Because she was basically saying that, it's like, oh, I thought that I would come there and they'd be all, American Indian. What?
I don't even know what to say.
And these people are in politics, so it's like they're coached, they're schooled on what they're supposed to say, on when they're supposed to say it. What?
Oh my God. I can't even.
It's good time.
And, so a glorious Vermont politician, and usually I can't even talk shit on Vermont because it's all liberals there, but this guy, sorry, is Republican.
And cheese.
And cheese. For all you vegans out there. Cheers. This guy, so he has multiple accounts against him for rape, not been convicted, so there's still alleged accounts, but there's multiple of them, and more than one of them are with children, raping children. He pled not guilty. Valid. I would plead not guilty to that too.
Yeah.
Um, but he said, oh golly, where is it?
Oh, gee golly.
Not only, gee willikers, not only did he refuse to resign, even though this is incredibly embarrassing that more than one person is like, hey, you raped me and I was 12. He said, I just don't understand what it is that I did wrong. I don't think I've done anything wrong. Raping little girls? I don't think I've done anything wrong.
Oh.
And this is the picture. This is his picture. Sorry, you all can't see it.
Oh. Ew.
It's like old white dude bald in a field looking weird.
I just opened it up. Light sentence for child molester. Leaves Vermont judge under fire. Oh, wait. No, never mind. That's a different thing.
This is
Hey, Vermont. Hey, Vermont. Get your shit together.
Vermont, stop molesting children.
I'm sorry. This was another Vermont. This is another Vermont child molester case. Sorry, unrelated.
Why you gotta molest all these kids, Vermont?
Well, that sucks. Oh, and he looks horrified. He looks like Gollum.
He looks like a child molester.
He looks like Gollum.
Really
Oh, this is 100% Gollum. Gollum. Of Lord of the Rings.
I was like, I don't get
I'm sorry. Oh, McAllister won't quit. Kicked off committee. Oh my goodness. He doesn't feel he is guilty.
That's nice for him. Yeah. I don't feel I'm guilty of touching 14-year-olds. I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, like props to him, man. He goes to sleep soundly every night.
Yeah. That's really nice for him. All right. I have one more.
Okay.
I think. And then I'll be done.
All right.
This one is not political, but is absurd. Have you heard? Okay, if you could create a scenario for the next Disney princess, what would it be? Like, what would be the ideal princess situation for you?
I don't know. She's like poor and stuff. And then he like meets her and then he's awful. Like, a really nasty person, and she like tames his cold heart with her like genuineness and stuff. So, yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. So it wouldn't be that a rich white girl from Virginia has her father. She really wants to be a princess. So her father colonizes an area of Sudan for her so she can be a princess.
Is that like a Disney thing?
It's the newest Disney movie that's coming out.
Oh, I thought that was like that. Isn't there like somebody from the Philippines? It's gonna be like a Philippine. But this one.
No, so this one is like in pre-production, so it's not official yet. I'm hoping they squash it. But it's basically like rich white girl colonizes Sudan. Yay!
Why go for Virginia who colonizes territory and
it's going to be called The Princess of North Sudan.
Oh. The Princess of North Sudan. I'm sorry. I'm like looking at people's like Twitter reactions, and the first Disney's first black princess was a frog for 90% of the movie, and they were making the first African princess a white girl. I'm sorry, because she was a frog for 90% of the movie. They're like, oh, we can have a black princess, but she's gonna be a frog.
And we can have an African princess, but she's gonna be white. And she's gonna be colonizing all your black asses. What?
I mean, is it history? Did it actually happen?
No.
Oh. I thought that sucks. Because it's like you could make a case for saying like, oh, it's historical, like we can't pretend like things didn't happen that happened. But if it's just total nonsense, and this bitch sounds
also, like you don't need to make a Disney movie about it. Even if it did happen, you don't get to glorify colonization. Like, I mean, oh, My daughter wants to be a princess, so let me find some poor black people in another country so that she can be.
So that she could be a princess. Hey, that
Oh,
sounds
she
like a good.
really wanted to be a princess.
I mean, if every whim that I had when I was little was indulged, that would be mean. There'd be some
I mean, you are
weird
from
stuff.
Virginia.
I would have
You
totally
are
gone to
from
space
Virginia.
camp. I would have gone to space camp for sure. Remember those commercials about space
Yeah.
camp?
Happened last year.
Wait, what happened last
The
year?
Disney princess thing?
Oh,
Yeah, he literally went to.
that was a true story?
Yes. He
Yeah, that's what I
But-
thought. Yeah,
Wait,
it's
it is
real.
a true story. And now
Yeah,
they're
that's
making
what
a
I'm like.
Disney princess movie out of it.
On at 800 square miles of North Sudan.
Oh my god.
And
Did you hear that?
actually declared it.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Wait, that's
real.
way more fucked up that it's a true story.
And now Disney's basing the movie off of that.
Well, I mean,
Oh man.
you're saying
Everything's terrible about that.
you're saying colonization. You're saying, I mean, especially if it happened recently. All he did was buy land in the Sudan.
Dallas.
What? He bought land in the Sudan.
Land that probably already belonged to other people.
Did they own it?
I'm sure they lived on it for their entire lives.
Wait, no government has recognized his claim to the land.
So
it's
he
not-
really went and was like, "This is my land," and they were
Smart.
like, "No, bro, you don't own it."
He decided to make a homemade flag, travel all the way to an 800 square mile patch, 800, called Bertoil, that had been unclaimed in a border dispute between Sudan and Egypt. Planted his flag in the ground there and claimed his land as his own. So it's not official, like it's not like recognized by anyone.
But why couldn't he go to like bumfuck Virginia and be like, "This is my land"? Because there's plenty of land in Virginia that I'm sure isn't claimed.
Hey, I like Virginia. I live here.
I'm not saying anything's wrong with Virginia, but why do you have to go all the way to Sudan to be like, "This is my land"? I
Yeah,
want this.
because she wanted to be the princess of North Sudan. This is very strange. Why
And what's
would they
even
wanna make
stranger,
it-
the fact that it happened is that they're making a movie.
Well, and there's like, I mean, there's so many stories that are better. You know, if you want a white girl as a princess, like it's cool, whatever you want to do. But there's
Like the
better
story you
stories.
just told of like white girl overcoming domestic violence. That was a nice story. It's true. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
With her cop boyfriend who sends around memes about beating her up.
Real talk. I actually have no idea what you're
Shit
talking
just got
about.
real. The article earlier.
Oh yeah. Yep. Sorry.
Are you on glass number 2?
No, I'm done though.
Oh. Oh. And you did refill before we started, so
Yeah, what a sad life I lead. It's okay, I have more. Did you know Italian wines don't have any sugar in them? Yeah. They don't put sugar in the Italian wine. They're not allowed. By like the Italian FDA or whatever.
Oh, that's nice.
Good to know.
But grapes don't have sugar.
No, they do, but they can't add additional sugar.
Ah.
I just felt like that was like, you know, nice.
It's nice to know. It's good to know. If you
Yeah.
want less sugar in your wine,
The more you know.
go with Italian.
Also, Disney is still awful.
Yeah. And I mean, as a child, I love Disney movies, and as an adult, I can see how they're fucked up, and it makes me sad. And I still watch them because it's Disney. But
I'm sorry, I watch Beauty and the Beast like all the time. I love that shit. Also, Little Mermaid, love it.
still gonna go to Disney World at least every 5 years because it's that glorious. But
Mhm.
your shit's kind of fucked up, Disney.
But I don't like. I saw something that it was like Tom Sawyer or something was like being edited so that it didn't say the N word and like any racist stuff anymore. And it's like I don't like editing stuff that made sense at the time, And you should read that and be
Yeah.
educated enough to be like, this isn't okay.
I agree. But I don't think people are going to see this movie and feel like it's an education on this isn't okay
Especially
because
when
they're
this
about to
just happened.
glorify like going there and being like, "This is my land, you can't have it."
Well, it's not even a legitimate claim. If these nobody's even recognizing this claim. Then how the hell? Then
Bro,
why would
just because you
Disney
put
be
a
like?
flag there doesn't make it your land.
This is another thing where it's like, how? Like, who the hell was in charge of this project?
I have no
Who's like, this isn't
idea.
a good idea.
Walt Disney's feelings are hurt at this moment that someone was like, this is going to be a great movie.
Ugh.
Let's draw this out.
Ugh. This is the next Frozen, but it'll have
What
some black
song
people.
will they have? They definitely won't have Let It Go.
No. Keep it in
It is
the.
mine. It is mine.
All this land is mine. We're so good. Lame.
Please don't use that. That's offensive.
I'm sorry. I said lame.
So I work with children and they say things like you're a retard and that's gay all the time and I'm always like, you can't say that. Get out of my car.
You make them get out of your car?
No, I never did that. But I want to. And it's funny because one of the like nicest kids in my program always says, why are you acting like a retard or something along those lines? And every time I'm like, person, I'm not going to say your name on a public broadcast. Don't do that. And he's like, oh, I'm really sorry. And like cries about it.
Well, probably if you just keep saying it.
Eventually it'll kick in that that's not kind.
Yeah.
Like it takes very little to offend me, but those few things are offensive.
Goose.
All right. Well, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
I
How
think
long
we're
did-
done here?
How long did we talk?
I don't know because this does not have the timer.
Oh gosh, it'll be a surprise. It's like
We
22
just talked for like 19 hours. What? It's the morning.
But this is good. He has lots of stuff to edit out.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay. That was
Well,
really
this-
fun. I like doing What Are Your People Thinking the whole time.
This was super sick, and I like maybe we could do like once a month or every time that we have. We don't have like a specific topic to talk about. We just have at it.
Just do that. Oh, hey friends. Also, so you know, if you have any questions or topics that you want super intelligent Dallas and I to talk about from two different perspectives, let us know because we'll do that.
Yeah. A show. Give it to us early so I can do research.
That means you, Josh Wyatt, because you're the only person that has been like, hey, I'm excited about this.
Yo, Just Riot, hey.
Shout out.
Shout out to our first listener.
Aside from Jason, because he has to listen. Sorry.
I can make Chris.
We have 3 listeners. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I don't have anything else. This
we have a
is
sign
on the
off?
other
Yeah.
hand. We should. I was just
Yeah.
about to do it. Do you want to do it?
No,
Do
you
it.
got it. You got this.
No, I want you to. Do it.
This
Do
has
it, do
been
it.
this has been On the Other Hand podcast with Carrie and Dallas. You're welcome.